If you obey a commandment, does that bring you closer to the commander? The answer is no. Because being obedient is not a closeness. Obedience is from a distance. You obey a general, you obey a king, you obey a president? No. You obey somebody in authority because they're distant from you. They're way beyond. They've got all the authority, you've got none. So obedience is a way of responding to someone who is far from you. It doesn't get you close. In fact, the more you realize how far you are, the more obedient you're going to become. Because you can't argue with this. You can't fight this. This is the principle. You can't fight the principle. So you obey the principle. Getting close is a whole different thing. So to get closer to somebody, or to get closer to God, you have to be invited. You can't unilaterally decide, I'm going to get closer to God by being spiritual. You're not getting closer to anybody by doing your own thing. So if I wanted to get closer to you, there are certain conditions. First of all, I have to determine whether there is anything closer to you. Is there anything more precious to you than me? Because if there isn't, then that's the end of the road. I can't get any closer. There is no closer. That's it. If there's something more precious to you than me, then I'm jealous. I want that closeness that you have with whatever it is, with your life. So the first thing is I have to know that there is something closer to you than me. Step number 2, you have to tell me what it is. You're not going to tell me what it is. You're closing the door. You're not letting me in. If you tell me what it is, but you don't want me involved, you're not inviting me, then that's it. I can't get any closer. I can follow you around. I can stalk you. I can be a pest and a nudnik. It's not going to get me closer. So, if there is something closer to you than me, if you'll tell me what it is, if you'll invite me in, and then I do it, now I am as close as that, whatever it is, I'm as close as that is to you, which is closer than I was before. So, if doing a mitzvah gets me closer to God, what does that say about the mitzvah? If keeping kosher gets me closer to God, what does it say about keeping kosher? It means that this is something really precious to God. He told me that it's precious to him in the Torah. He told me that I'm invited to join him in this, so that I will be as close to him as his commandments are to him. But if his commandments are not precious to him, if he doesn't really need them or care about them, and yet he tells me to do them, that's nasty. That's like saying, stay busy with things I don't care about. That's closeness? That's terrible. So in order to appreciate getting closer to God through a mitzvah, we have to appreciate the closeness of the mitzvah. So when God says, I created the world in 6 days, and on the 7th I rested, and it is my holy day, keep it with me. Observe the Shabbos with me. Observe my Shabbos. Now I hear you. Now I hear what you're saying. Shabbos is special to you, and you're inviting me to be part of it. So I can be as precious to you as Shabbos is. I get it. That's closeness, not just obedience. So we have to, in a sense, redefine or give a new connotation to the word commandment. Because mitzvah means much more than the English word. Mitzvah means attachment. Get attached, get connected, get closer. Commandment implies distance. So the English doesn't serve us well in this instant.